Hey guys, this is Tony. This is going to be the image that I'm going to be working with, and this was taken during a flight by NASA over the Grand Mesa, Colorado Rockies. This image can be found in one of the articles in the Earth Expeditions in the uncategorized category. And here's where the image was found. And in this article it explains that they're testing and calibrating new equipment to check the depth of the snow and the amount of water that's in the snow. And here's the flight pattern that they took for that area. There's going to be two areas that we're going to look at. The first area is right in here. This is a super megalithic stone structure that helps support some type of mechanical device. Since I couldn't find the area or any coordinates on this, according to the altitude in the distance, this structure here is at least a mile long. And then in this area, what I call the facility is connected to this area, and I'll show that to you in a minute. Now I'm going to do a close-up of that structure. I took different images under different light environments to bring out the different details in this structure. And I'm going to bring it in closer. As you can see, it's triangle shaped here, and it has a triangle shape on top of it. It looks to me like it was set in this area, and then over the millions of years of it deteriorating and slowly collapsing, it had moved. And you can see the outline of it here, and it was connected to this. This was connected to this also, and then I guess because of the deterioration, when it collapsed, it fell downward. Here's a better image of it, and you can clearly see that this was artificially and intelligently made, and there's something coming off of this area here. If you take a look in the center here, this is a shaft right here, and this is some type of giant chain that wrapped around a sprocket that turned this shaft, and I'll show that to you better in just a minute. See this chain type of device? It's a perfect hexagon. And see these points sticking out of it? This is the teeth to this sprocket right here. And then there's a clearer view of that hexagon. If you look right back in here, you can see that this structure was made out of large megalithic stone structure and stone blocks. And in fact, this block is a lot larger than the ones that are found in Baalbek. Okay, here's a sprocket. That's what's on this shaft here, like this. In this chain, turn that shaft. Of course, we don't know what it turned it for or what it was used for. I would imagine it would be some type of giant doorway. Of course, that's just speculation. And then here's another view of it. And you can see right here that this is a round shaft. And it looks like it's got holes all the way down through it, I guess to reduce the weight of that shaft. And there's that hexagon chain, the sprocket, and part of the structure that's left. This device, there's a round structure here. It appears that this at one time moved, or the shaft went through here and moved this for whatever reason. So this really is an amazing structure. It's the first one. It's going to be the largest one ever found, and it is found in the United States in the Colorado mountains. And it's going to be the first one that ever had a mechanical device, or one that was found to be used as a mechanical device. Now we're going to go to what I call the facility, which is located in this area. So give me just a minute so I can get a close-up of it. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a second. This dark spot right here is actually a wall. The light spots that you see is where the walls deteriorate, and you can see inside the facility where you can see the snow through here. So this facility was built inside of this mountain. And I guess because it was covered for so long, for so many millions of years before it started deteriorating, that a lot of this stuff hasn't deteriorated beyond recognition for the fact that it was enclosed from the environment. Okay, here's a building here. Here's a square side of it. Here's the peak. You can see where it's separated right here and tilted up. The building goes around, and then there's a tower right here. And then there's some type of vessel or something right in this area with two extensions coming off of it. I would imagine it's probably some type of piping. Here's the bottom of it. It's tilted, so it fell over and is leaning against this structure. So all these structures went this way, which means that this upper area here, and probably the covering, when it collapsed, it pushed everything this way. And then here is another wall. And this stuff was built up on in here, but this stuff has collapsed. And then here's that building again, the tower, the vessel that's tilted over, and the structure that is tilted against. And then here's the wall again. Here, the building, the vessel, the other structure. And of course there's other structures in here. They're just deteriorated and have fallen apart. And there's a slight color to it. Then here's the wall again, the building, the tower, the vessel, and the building. And then you can see the wall here, and there's one here. And then I inverted the picture where you can see that there's another level underneath this, and you can see the structures are the walls, I guess, built out of either metal or those giant megalithic stone blocks. And then they had the flooring, and then they built this other structures on top of it. So apparently all this stuff is connected inside of the Rocky Mountain. There's probably a lot of different chambers in there. The one I'm most interested in is the first one that had the mechanical device. They had a chain that turns something, that moves something, which is totally fascinating. So you're looking at one of the world's largest known ancient megalithic stone structures in the world. And not only the size that separates it, but we got a whole facility here. And I'm sure that we've already gone in there and done exploring in both of these areas. Okay, guys, that's it. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. This is Tony with Earth Files Earth History, signing off.